Today we're going to have a look at FM, meaning frequency modulation. This technique is used by synthesizers like the free Exakt Lite. Bear with me if this is all news to you, because the interesting bit follows right after this short demonstration. This plugin displays the waveform played with the synth very nicely. Right, we're playing a sine wave. If we introduce a second one, you can switch right here, and we increase this level, you see the second sine wave is modulating the first one. That's FM synthesis in a nutshell, but that's not what we want to do today. Instead, we're going to have a look at this plugin. ADC Vibrato is basically an LFO that controls pitch, but it isn't really only an LFO, because that stands for low frequency oscillator. This, however, goes up to 10K. At the low settings, it does something like this. Okay, LFO. But if you push the rate up a bit higher, it stops being a low frequency oscillator and starts being just a normal oscillator. And the depth knob is now the volume control for this set frequency. This is pretty cool for doing some sound design. Let's just try it on some random thing. Alright, first I recorded a piano that sounds something like this. It's okay. I slowed it down a bit. Okay, and then the fun began with some vibratos. I put on the first one just to frequency modulate it a tiny bit, and this came out. It's kind of distorting it and creating a resonance. Then the next one, I used the square wave, which turns it off and on basically, and I just kind of distorted it. I made it sound old and degraded. The next one I used to achieve some kind of tape effect called wow. You probably heard this in other tape plugins, so you can do this. And then I cleaned it up a bit to make it sound like this. And I put some atmosphere on top from the micro finisher. Alright, let me explain. There's another thing you can do with this plugin, and it's pretty weird. I grabbed some drum loops, made them sound like this. That's pretty weird already. But what I'm doing now is I'm taking the vibrato and I'm using it to create these tempo sweeps that create very weird fills. Something like this. I came up with these 4 bounces. Very weird. So I chopped out some of the parts that I liked and I assembled all of the things we did into this beat.